All right, here, everybody. Dave Kramer here, Dave's Home Gym, and I got a bit of a different video for you today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the work I got around my property. I got a lot of yard work, and today I'm going to be doing my push mowing. I might be doing some riding mowing too. I don't know. I want to see how the weather is tomorrow, but I had told you that I'm not going to be working out for a few days because of just hitting that wall. I mean, the heat and humidity will just it'll suck it right out of you. And I like going balls to the wall most of the time. I do take breaks, and it isn't like I'm trying to do it, you know, 24 hours a day. But when I hit it hard. I have Viking, I have Germanic. Now Viking and Germanic, they're pretty much the same. They're different types of Germanic, but I got Viking, I got Norwegian, I have Northern and Southern German, and I have Pictish ancestry. And the Norwegians, the Picts, and the Northern Germans were pretty much a bunch of fuck you tribes. The Norwegians were the ones during the Viking Age that were the fighters. These guys, Norway wasn't really established during the Viking Age as was Denmark and Sweden. They were more, you could say, they got along better. The Norwegians, however, were just raiding and raiding and raiding and raiding. It was pretty much, I'm going to raid you guys. I'm going to raid this one. I'm going to raid my neighbor. And while I'm going over to my neighbor had decided to raid me. So we meet in the middle and we have a fight. Now, not all of it was violent. Okay, I'm going to put a link to a channel, Norse Magic and Beliefs. This guy's really good. I like him. Okay, I'm drinking some Modelo Oro too. But I look at the Picts now going on. They were the reason Hadrian built the wall across Scotland, because the Picts would not give in. Okay, the Norwegians wouldn't. When Christianity came, the Norwegians were like, yeah, go blow yourself. And finally, it came to the point where the Norwegians that did not want to. Now, they had kings like Harald Fairhair and Olaf Tryggvason who were tyrants. And Olaf Tryggvason was the worst out of all of them. And the Vikings that really didn't want to deal with that tyrannical shit, they went to Iceland and Greenland. Okay, so, but anyway, I have Pictish ancestry. And the Picts didn't, the Picts were like, go fuck yourself, Rome. And finally, after, the wars that they had, I heard my aunt's dog barking. The wars that they had, finally Hadrian decided to build the wall, because you're fighting people that, while they're fighting you, take their dead, stack them on top of each other, and fight from behind them like a fort. Yeah, how are you going to beat that? And then, of course, you had the Northern Germans, and you had their ghost warriors who, now Rome decided that the Rhine River was going to be the border. That's it. They're not going to go above it. And they, after a while, they just realized it ain't going to be worth it. You got these guys who paint themselves black and stab you in the dark, because them woods are really thick and they're dark. So, boom. That's my attitude. My attitude is pretty much, I have a problem living in society. I do. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem if, society would suddenly be upheaved and there'd be all kind of chaos. I'd be going out there, going, wow, I think I died and went to heaven. Okay. But anyway, I have a lot of work. It ain't a huge property. I mean, I own across the street. Okay. All of that. I have to weed whack. I'll take you up here. Make sure I don't get hit going across the road. But I got to weed whack this whole area here. All of that there in that that hole right there, that was a foundation of a house years and years and years ago. Okay, I got to mow that. I do weed riding mowing there. I weed whack across the tree line. You know, this here, got a weed whack around here. This here whole thing now, my parents that house is my parents' property. So the line goes down. You see, I don't know if you can see that birdhouse down there. Okay. There's a birdhouse down there. I'm not going to go down, but right there is the line. So all of this here, I got a weed whack. I got a weed whack down there. I got to take that tree branch. Now those two tree branches. Last week we had a storm come through here, and I had a couple tree branches. Now I got a couple more tree branches. No, now I have a new one right there. I didn't realize that one was up there. Okay, and then down there you see that there's that big tree right down there. That whole area. And then down there's another area I got a weed whack. I got a lot of yard work. If I do all my yard work in one day, it's going to take me about 7 hours. So today, I have to do push mowing. Now, like I said, I've been in a deficit physically because I finally hit that wall. And, you know, working in the heat and humidity is going to knock you down. And so I decided, because that, for some reason, okay, I take Korean red ginseng and B12, and I'll drink like a Celsius or some coffee. And when I feel good, that helps me. That gets me up and boom, you know. Now, I'll take that in the morning on a Saturday. So I don't take that before I do my yard work because I don't need it, because I'm feeling pretty good. But when I'm not feeling good and I'm not completely kind of foggy in the brain like I am now, I'll take it and it doesn't do shit. It can do the opposite. If you ever had that where you're really kind of beat up and you drink a coffee or you take some ginseng or whatever, and it just goes the other way and you're like, wow, I feel worse. But this, yeah. You know, it's kind of like some people drink it and they get fake courage. I think I get fake strength. So I'm going with it. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do it in bits and pieces. I'm just going to do blocks and then I'm going to take a break. Do another block, take a break. Because all the push mowing that I got to do is going to take me at least an hour. So I think if I do like maybe 4 or 5 blocks, you know, that should be good. But yeah, tons and tons of work. You know, and I mean, it did kind of, we did have a kind of a cooling, but the humidity kind of set in overnight. It's cloudy and we're going to probably have more rain by this afternoon. But yeah, and that's the thing, you know, I look at this as part of my workout. Okay, I believe that if you add physical labor to your, let me get it somewhere where this doesn't look right. You know, if you have an area, if you have like where you have physical labor and weightlifting, and you got to add some fight training in there too, I think you're well-rounded. You know, because the physical labor toughens you up. The weightlifting can toughen you up and help you get stronger. The physical labor can help you get stronger too. And the fight training, you know, you got to kind of try to be agile and stuff like that. So, you know, it all works together. because if you only got one or two, I don't think it's okay, but I think all three, are good. So, so that's all. I don't know what I'm going to really title this, but there you have it. And that's pretty much it. So until next time, this is Dave's Home Gym.